In every house with a woman and a male cat, there is a secret rule book. The cat never shows it to you. He never breaks it. And once you see these unspoken rules, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. Because what looks like random cat behavior is actually a quiet, deliberate code, and almost every male cat in the world follows it. Stick around to the end, because the last rule reveals what he really thinks of her. Let's open the rulebook. Rule number 1. She is the chosen one. This isn't just a feeling. Researchers at the University of Vienna once filmed 40 cats living with their families and studied every interaction in detail, and a clear pattern emerged. The cats approached the women more often. They jumped into their laps more often. They started contact more often. And the bond they formed with the women was more intense. So intense that the scientists said it looked less like pet and owner and more like the bond between a mother and her child. The male cat, in his quiet way, has held an election, and she won. Rule number 2, raise the flag when she walks in. Watch his tail the moment she comes through the door. If it shoots straight up like a little flagpole, that's not random. A tail held high is the cat world's purest greeting, a signal of trust and happiness he learned as a kitten running up to his mother. He doesn't raise that flag for everyone. He raises it for the people he's genuinely glad to see. So when she walks in and his tail goes up, he's quite literally flying his colors for her. Rule number 3, save your voice for her. Here's something most people never realize. An adult cat almost never meows at other cats. That little voice? He invented it mostly just for humans, and he uses it most on the human who actually answers. Women tend to talk to their cats more, so the cat talks back more, and it becomes a private conversation, a back and forth that belongs to the two of them. When he chirps as she walks past, that's not noise. That's him saying her name. Rule number 4, the baby cry is a secret weapon, and it's only for her. A researcher at the University of Sussex noticed something strange about her own cat. When he really wanted something, his cry sounded almost exactly like a human baby. It turns out cats can fold a tiny, urgent, infant-like cry into their purr, a sound humans are basically wired to be unable to ignore, and the male cat deploys this weapon strategically on the person most likely to melt. The one who feeds him, comforts him, reads him, usually that's her. He's not being cute by accident. He's a tiny negotiator who knows exactly which heartstring to pull. Rule number 5, where she goes, he goes. Yes, even there. She gets up. He gets up. She moves to the kitchen. He appears in the kitchen. She closes the bathroom door, and a small paw reaches underneath it. This isn't clinginess. In his world, keeping his most important person in sight is just good sense. Part companionship, part quiet supervision of his entire kingdom. He has decided that wherever she is where he belongs. Rule number 6, groom her like one of his own. Ever had him start licking your hair or your hand with that strange little sandpaper tongue? That's not him grooming himself by mistake. Cats groom the members of their own family group. It's how they share scent and say, "You're one of us." So when he licks her, he's not just being affectionate. He's formally enrolling her into his colony. As far as he's concerned, she's not a human who owns him. She's a slightly oversized, oddly hairless cat who belongs to his family. Rule number 7, come between her and anything that steals her attention. The laptop she's typing on, the book she's reading, the phone in her hand. Somehow that becomes the exact warm rectangle he must lie on right now. People laugh this off as cats just being difficult, but there's something honest underneath it. He has noticed that this object is getting the attention he considers rightfully his. So he does the most logical thing a cat can do. He becomes the obstacle. He's not in the way. From his point of view, he's correcting a scheduling error. Rule number 8, never forget a kindness. Always repay it. That same Vienna research found something beautiful. Cats keep score in the best possible way. When their person reliably meets their needs, they're far more willing to do what that person asks in return. It's a real unspoken contract. She respects his no when he's had enough petting, so he comes when she calls. She fills the bowl, so he tolerates the brush. He isn't using her. He's trading with her fairly, in the only currency he has. Trust for trust. Rule number 9, guard her at her most vulnerable. Watch where he sleeps, not just near her, but pressed against her, or curled up where he can keep one ear on her all night. For a creature whose wild instincts scream, never let your guard down, choosing to switch off completely beside a human is the single biggest compliment he can give. He's telling her, you are safe, and so am I, as long as we're together. He's also mixing his scent with hers, marking her as family in a way no one else can see. Rule number 10, speak love in blinks and headbutts. He'll never say it out loud, so he built another language. That slow, lazy blink he gives her from across the room. In cat, that's a kiss. The way he bonks his head into her hand and drags his cheek along her. He's not just asking for scratches. He's laying down his scent, stamping her with an invisible mark that says, in his world, this one is mine. These are the 3 little words he can't speak, so he spells them out with his whole body, and he saves the softest version for her. And now the last rule, rule number 11. Offer her the best of everything you have. This is the one that gives him away completely. The toy mouse dropped at her feet like a treasure. The way he kneads her lap with his paws, that slow push-pull he hasn't done since he was a nursing kitten, pulled back out only for the human who makes him feel that safe again. The belly rolled over in front of her, exposing the one part of himself every instinct says to protect. Put it all together and the secret is out. He doesn't treat her like an owner. He treats her like his mother, his family, his home, that mother and child bond the scientists measured. He's been living it this whole time. So here's the honest twist at the end of the rulebook. None of this is really about magic or about her being a woman. The reason these rules so often point to the woman of the house is simple. She's usually the one talking to him, reading his moods, respecting his limits, and showing up day after day. That's the actual secret. The chosen one isn't chosen by gender. They're chosen by attention. So if you've ever wished a cat would look at you that way, you already know the rulebook now. Just start following it. Tell me in the comments, which of these does your cat do? And which one surprised you the most? If you've got a male cat who broke rule number 5 and followed someone into the bathroom today, you already know what to do. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.